I'm Dan Nowak, Pius High School class of 1999. I am the owner of Tall Guy and a Grill Catering here in West Allis, Wisconsin. Today, we're going to share with you a few of our favorite appetizers that are great for getting together with family, and they work really well for a standing dinner party too. We know that you are all supposed to be gathering together this week at the annual fundraising event for a standing dinner party, but I'm excited to tell you how you can still celebrate the Pius High School Stand By Me event this Thursday and not have to spend any time cooking for yourself at home. If you're anything like me and my family, we've been cooking meals at home 3 times a day, lots of dishes, lots of time cleaning the kitchen, so we're here to help you guys out and make sure you have enough time in your busy schedule to do some bidding for this great event that's coming up on Thursday. So, like a lot of other restaurants and caterers right now, we have been offering curbside pickups during this period of Safer at Home. We've partnered up with Pius to offer all Pius alumni and teachers an exclusive deal for our weekly Thirsty Thursday menu. So there's a couple different ways you can get this deal. First, you can email us at support@tallguyandagrill.com. So that's support@tallguyandagrill.com. You can also call us at our office here. That number is 414-777-0770. And the easiest way for you to place your order is by going to our website, tallguyandagrill.com. There's a link right at the top of our website for Thirsty Thursday. So you just click on the link, you can place your order. And this week's menu we're really excited about. We've got a lemon garlic grilled shrimp, an orzo pasta salad, some seasonal char grilled vegetables. We've got some chimichurri with that. That is one of mine and my staff's favorite condiments we have here. Fresh parsley, olive oil from a local shop in Tosa, Oro de Olivo, and a nice little kick from some red pepper flake in there. We've got some naan with a whipped golden beet spread and a seasonal green salad. So you can also order a quart of our smoked squash soup, and there's also, because it is Thirsty Thursday, we've got wine, beer, and our own bourbon that you can also buy right on the website. So, because bidding for a good cause is always better with booze, we want to offer you guys a free limited edition bottle of our Tall Guy bourbon whenever you place a Thirsty Thursday order. So there will be instructions on the website when you go out there to order. Put the code in there of Pius, and we will make sure when you come to pick up your order from us on Thursday between 3 and 6 that we've got that free limited edition bottle of bourbon for you. So we partnered up with our good friends at Central Standard Distillery. This bourbon was aged in Cabernet barrels, so really special. It's a really great bourbon. We've only got a couple dozen bottles left, so make sure you guys really jump on this deal. So again, we want you guys to drink, have a good time, and do lots of bidding to help out Pius and the Stand By Me event. All right, everyone, so we are going to demo 2 of our favorite appetizers for you today. So the first one I'm going to do here is by far our most popular appetizer that we do. This is our mini bourbon barbecue pork meatballs. Last year we did about 15 or 16,000 of these guys, so we've had a little bit of practice doing these. So again, right now in the time of Safer at Home, a really great family activity. You can do this together. And a lot of the stuff you guys probably have in your pantry. So we're going to start with, we've got some ground pork here in the bowl. So to that we're going to add some of our spices. So we've got some fennel seed, we have kosher salt, some red pepper flake for a little bit of spice, got some dried oregano, granulated garlic, and then we're going to add an egg to that. We have some Italian breadcrumbs, again kind of bringing in some barbecue meatball, but definitely bringing in some of those traditional Italian flavors to this as well. Grated Parmesan cheese, some fresh parsley, and last but not least, we're going to add a little bit of sour cream. Alright, so now this was always the most fun part for me when I was a kid. We would make meatballs a lot. My mom's side of the family is all Italian, so as you guys can imagine, lots of meatballs and pasta. So So now we're just going to kind of dig in and just mix everything together. So kind of like anything else, when you're making a meatball or when you're making maybe something like a meatloaf, or if you're baking a cake, you really want to make sure that you're incorporating everything really well in there. You're mixing it together so you're not going to get any kind of big chunks of, you know, cheese or seasoning that are going to kind of be a one-off. So again, for you people who have kids at home, really fun for them to kind of get in here and maybe make a little bit of a mess in your kitchen too. So, all right, so we're looking pretty good here. Looks like everything is all incorporated and mixed in pretty well. All right, so kind of once you're done with that, we've got our meatball mixture all done up here. So what I have right next to me now is a sheet pan. You want to make sure you put down a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, vegetable oil, even some non-stick cooking spray to the bottom of that pan. So as we roast these off in the oven, if you don't do that, like anything else, it's going to kind of stick to the bottom. So it just makes it a little bit easier to get those out. So right in the background here, we've got our ovens preheating at 425. So our oven will be nice and hot when we're ready to go in with these meatballs. So we've got one of our smaller portion scoops here. This is about a 1 ounce scoop. Again, when I was a kid at home making meatballs, we didn't have any scoops like this, so we'd always just kind of eyeball them, so you can feel free to do that as well. Now, one of the things you want to make sure when you're making these meatballs is if you're rolling them by hand or using a scoop like this, you really want to make sure you kind of pack them in so it's nice and tight. You'll pop them out of your scoop and just kind of take two of your hands together, just cup them a little bit, roll these into a nice tight ball. If you got any kind of like cracks or if it's not really packed together as they kind of heat and expand, they're going to kind of break apart a little bit. So there we have it. So we're going to go ahead and keep scooping these guys, and we're going to get this pan all full up of meatballs. And once we're all done here, we're going to pop them in the oven, and then we're going to finish them off with some of our barbecue sauce.
Executive Chef at Tall Guy in a Grill Catering, and today we are going to be demoing our Wisconsin Napoleon. This is one of my favorite small bites. I think it's good for any season, and we start out with some grilled smoked sausage. We get it locally made. We've got Carr Valley bread cheese, and here is this if you're looking for it in the store. Carr Valley bread cheese. It's also called Hustalipa. Cheese comes to us originally from Finland. One of my favorites. You can take the whole brick and just throw it directly on the grill. Makes good grilled cheese sandwiches, pretty much good for everything. And we've also got some fingerling potatoes. So the fingerling potatoes I boiled until fork tender, and we're gonna put them all together on a little skewer, and it'll be a delicious small bite for your guests to enjoy. So, super simple. We'll just cut the smoked sausage on a bias. We've got our bread cheese here that we'll cut into a little cube. And we'll add one of our fingerling potatoes to that. Put the whole thing together in true Napoleon form, which Napoleon is actually a layered dessert, but we are doing a whimsical take on that and making it into a savory bite. So, we can just lay down a few of our pea tendrils. We get these from Milwaukee Microgreens. Put them on your platter. And I like to finish them with a little bit of our house-made mustard vinaigrette. We use Mustard Girl mustard for that, a little bit of local olive oil, and just finish with a drizzle. There you are, Wisconsin Napoleons.
All right, guys, so we've got our meatballs hot out of the oven here. So we are just gonna add the finishing touches here. So we've got our own bourbon barbecue sauce. As you can imagine, I mentioned before, we go through about 16,000 of these meatballs every year. So we actually do have a co-packer that makes our barbecue sauce for us. Both in gallon size, we actually have these guys for sale here. As the name kind of indicates, there is a nice hefty amount of bourbon that's in with that barbecue sauce. So feel free to, you can pick up a bottle of that. We also can make that from scratch too. If anybody is watching this and interested in the recipe, just shoot us an email, give us a call. I'll be more than happy to share it with you. So, finishing touches for the meatballs here. We're going to take a few of these off of our sheet pan. And again, these work well. You can do them as a part of the standing dinner we talked about before, as a past appetizer. If you're going to put these out, make a larger batch for, say, a big group of people. Once we are allowed to gather with big groups of people again, you can put them in a smaller crock pot, some of the sauce over there, and kind of set those on a low temp and kind of just have them out as like almost like people can help themselves whenever they're ready. So we're going to pretend we're at a fancy cocktail party right now. So we've got some microgreens here on the tray. We're going to do a little bit of our bourbon barbecue sauce on top. And because we're feeling fancy today, we're going to add some of our bamboo knot picks in here. And there you have it. These are our mini bourbon barbecue pork meatballs. All right, guys, thanks again for tuning into our video here. So as a reminder, Thirsty Thursday matches up with the same day as the Stand By Me event for Pius. Again, bid early, bid often, drink a little bit of bourbon while you're doing it. It makes bidding a lot more fun. One last thing, we actually do have a silent auction item that will be in the auction tonight as part of the fundraiser. So we are auctioning off a 10-person 4-course meal to help go towards the Stand By Me event. That is an appetizer, a salad or soup course, an entree, and a dessert. I will make sure that I'm personally there for that, so you get to meet me. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys as soon as we're able to. So thanks again, and go Pius.